Alright, what's up guys? It's Text. Little disclaimer before this video starts. If the video is trash, my fault, bro. This is literally my first ever YouTube video. I have no idea how to edit videos, how to create videos, good commentary, any of that shit. This is pretty much just gonna be one take and seeing if I enjoy it or whatever. But we'll see how it goes. It might not turn out trash. Realistically, it's gonna turn out trash, but I can pray that it won't. So anyway, this is just kind of a ISO lock build that I've been using for a while. I've had this build for probably like a couple months now. This is pretty much my main build. It's very good for 1s and 2s, but there's a way I can show you guys where you can kind of tweak it to play 3s. Well, not really 3s, but more 5s if you need free throw. There's just kind of different ways you can tweak it and kind of switch it up if you guys want to, you know, play some 5s, you know, hop in the rec with randoms, whatever, if you just want an all-around build. I can definitely show you guys ways of doing that, so here we go. Obviously, all the stuff on the first page, none of this matters, you guys know that, so hopping right into this. I'm going to go shooting guard. The reason I'm not going point guard is because the pass accuracy is so low, and if you start to get pinched, there's not really much you can do in terms of making the right reads, because I'm not going to lie, you're throwing floaters on this build. The passing's kind of cooked, but that's really the only weakness that I can see on the build besides the free throws, depending on whether or not you tweak it, but you guys will see the build in a minute. So the physicals right here, we're going 6'6", we're going 180, and we're going a 7-foot wingspan. So here we go. For layup, we're going 77. No, I'm going 77. You get the Giant Slayer, you get Slithery. I mean, we're going higher dunks, so you get a lot of these badges anyway, but the 77 layup, it's just nice to have as like the float game for a bailout or like the pro touch and scooper. It's just a nice little thing to have, like, as a little side thing to the dunk. If you don't feel like dunking, you can play a little different. It just depends on how your defender guards you when you're trying to cook them. So real quick, I'm just going to put the physicals up right here so you guys can kind of see the full extent that the badges can go. So 86 speed, 73 excel, 50 strength, 85 vert. I know that's a little high, but like I said, I didn't really have anywhere else to put it, as this was going to be like a 1s or a 2s build. But again, at the end, I'll show you guys a way to tweak it so you guys can kind of have a little rec build or something of that sort. So yeah, you get the 99 stamina as well. So coming back up to here, you go 94 dunk here. Oh, and before I get into the dunk, let me just, before I forget to say this, the best layup style to use for 77 dunk, because I use this build personally, this is my main build, use default swing. There's literally no requirement for it. Even if you're not using this build, just use default swing if you have a low layup rating like this. It's very good, you get very good scooper animations. The floaters are kind of cooked, but it just depends on the animation you get. Some of them are good, it's just a little inconsistent to me, which is why I generally don't go to layups. If I'm doing a layup, it's just like a little scoop or it's off a bunny, because with the 94 dunk, which I'm now moving on to, you get goal posterizer, you get Hall of Fame Slithery, you get Hall of Fame Bunny, you get the Hall of Fame Spin Cycle, you get the Hall of Fame 2-step. So you're getting a lot of different dunking and layup badges here, so it's very versatile in terms of slashing, and it's very good. You also get the Elite Contacts off 2, which is a very, very good package. And you combine that with the other 2 Pro Contacts that you get here. It's just very overpowered. Like, you guys know with how the dunk meter works. If you blow past your defender, it's a dunk meter every time if the big helps late, or you kind of get the defender that you're blowing by on your hip. It's very good. So 40 standing dunk, we're doing that obviously for the standing dunk cheese. You guys know how that works. With the 40 standing dunk, you get the basic packages. If you kind of just do like a backdoor cut, you get in that dead zone, just hold X and you're dunking right over anyone's head. It doesn't matter. It's so stupid, but we know about that standing dunk cheese. Moving on to the three-pointer, we're going to go 87, obviously. This gets you the T-Mac base. Best base in the game by far besides Patty Mills, but obviously on a 6'6", you're not getting the Patty Mills base. But you can get T-Mac, which is still very good. Very, very high release Q. I will show you guys my jump shot later in the video. I'll throw a timestamp up right now if you guys just want the jump shot, but the T-Mac base is very good. And when you put this up to an 87, you get the Agent 3, the Blinders, the Deadeye, all on silver. You also get the bronze limitless with the gold catch and shoot, the gold corner. Oh, wrong shit, hold on. You get the gold guard up, you get the open looks. Just a lot of good shooting badges, so when you ISO, you can get like a nice little 3-off, and you'll green it most of the time. I'll show you guys later when I show gameplay for this. I shoot about 70% in the theater, so I shoot a very high percentage, but generally I'm only shooting open shots when my defender backs up to compensate for this 94 dunk. So anyway, moving on to the ball handle, I'm going 86 here, and this is a little bit subjective, I will say that, because the 86, like, all you're really getting is the blow-by at a higher tier, and I'll put up the speed with ball as well so you guys can see the badges. You get the silver speed booster, you get the handles for days, but going 86, all you're really getting is ankle breaker, and you're getting the Kemba escape. It's my personal favorite escape in this game. Like, you have the Kemba escape, it's basically identical to Trae Young's escape if you guys want to look that up. I think it's really dumb that they do it that way, but both of the animations are basically the exact same. But if you wanted to save attributes and you wanted to drop this to like an 83, that's fine. I mean, you still get the Jamal Murray behind the back, and you also get the Jimmy Butler escape. So if you wanted to do that and you're cool with the Jimmy Butler escape, that's fine. But personally, I would go 86 on this. And then obviously the 75 speed with ball. You get the blow by, you get the speed booster, you get the hyperdrive, and the triple strike. So moving on to the interior D, I go up to a 50 on this. You guys already know how broken the interior defense is in this game. It's very, very overpowered. All you really need to do is just wall up in the paint. It doesn't matter how big the person you're guarding is at all. Like, if you just wall up and put your hands up, you get decent positioning. The person you're guarding is pretty much screwed, to put it lightly. Like, the interior defense, it's just so stupid. So a 50, it's very, very low, but trust me, with 50, if you guys play the game, you know it's more than good enough. And I went 87 perimeter here. The 87 perimeter, it gets you clamps, 94 feet. Ankle bracelets doesn't really do anything. It's kind of an L badge, but I guess you get it. You get the gold challenger, the fast feet, the pick dodger. Just everything to like let you be an above average defender on the perimeter. So you can come out, you can guard the ball for threes, and obviously for twos, you can very much hold your own. And especially in ones, it's very good defense. I'll show you guys as I upgrade the build more. And for the steal, I'm going 85 because this gets you the silver glove and the silver interceptor, as well as the silver right stick ripper. And you guys know how broken the on-ball steals are in this game. It's so ridiculous. I don't know why it is the way it is, but hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. So you're going the silver glove for this, you're getting the right stick ripper, you're getting all that. For block, I chose to go 70 here just because, again, this was for a one-score build. I didn't really have anything else to put this onto, so I was like, all right, like you only need 68 for the chase down artist, so you can still keep that if you want to drop this, but I went 70 again because I didn't really have a use for it. And then just to cap this build off, you can go, here you go. If you drop the defensive rebound by 1 to a 42, you can get the 41 offensive rebound. And here's the build how I have it. Like I said, very well-rounded. You get the layup, the dunk, the shooting, the dribbling, and the defense. It's very, very well-rounded, especially for ones and twos. Now, here is how I would switch up this build if I was going to make it for fives. Now, this is not a very good threes build in the sense that you don't really get any pass accuracy. You would really just have to play like pure ISO. And if you get double, kind of just wait for the guard or the big to cut or come around so you can get a good pass off. But if you're going to play this for fives, you can drop the offensive rebound, obviously, because you don't really need this. To get the contact dunks, you only need I believe it's an 82 vertical for the elites off 2. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, it is. So it's only an 82 vertical, so you can drop the vertical down. You can drop the block down to a 68 if you're trying to save attributes. And you can put this free throw all the way up to there, and you can get a 98 right there. So if you play rec or whatever else, maybe pro-am, if you want some free throw on your lockdown, you can absolutely get it. But like I said, like the way that I made it, I'm not gonna go free throw just because I use it for ones and twos. But if you want to make it like that, absolutely feel free. There's really nothing to lose there. And yeah, so that is pretty much the build. I don't really know what I'm missing here. Like, give me 1 second to figure this out. There we go. So I fixed this back up. This is the build finished. And the name that you will get for this build is you get the shades of, you get Eddie Jones, Devontae. I'm not going to lie, I don't know who those people are, but we all know Donovan Mitchell, so you get the Donovan Mitchell shades. And the build name you get is a two-way inside-out scorer, which you don't see too many names like this anymore. This was a pretty common build, I think, in 2K23. I don't really see too many build names like this in 24, but yeah, so this is a pretty good build for 1s and 2s. And like I said, you can tweak this up if you want to. Again, here's the final build for anyone who wants to see it. You can tweak this up to play 5s if you want to, add a little bit of free throw. But yeah, now I'm going to show you guys all my animations and stuff, like my jump shot, my dunk packages, all of that. If you just came for the build, I appreciate you. It's a brand new channel, trying to get this shit going here. But yeah, if you just came for the build, I appreciate you. But if you want to stick around for the animations and for the gameplay, feel free. So yeah, let me cut to that right now. All right, guys, I just loaded into the theater here. So let me just show you guys all my animations up here real quick. Let you guys see what I'm working with right now. So dribble moves right here, pro dribble style. The two best are obviously, it's between pro and magic. So I mean, I prefer pro. Magic got kind of cooked with that patch. So to me, pro is the definitive best, but if you want to use magic, you obviously still can, because we have that 75 speed with ball requirement. Darren Fox, size up, prefer Alston. That is starter 3 cap, so use Zach LaVine here if you don't have that. John Moran is the best breakdown combo. You can obviously afford it on this build, so throw that on real quick. Kemba escape moves is identical to Trae Young. I'll show you guys right now. It's literally the same move. Like, look at this. There's Kemba. Basically identical, so use Kemba there. It's obviously the best. Nobody does combo moves. Allen Iverson crossover. LeBron is trash, even though it's starter 3 cap. So is Westbrook. They absolutely nerfed both of these so badly. It's so slow. So I use Allen Iverson. Behind the back, Jamal Murray. Obviously, no doy. Like, it's so brain dead. Everyone uses it. John Wall's my spin. John Wall's my hezzy. Behind the... Alright, sorry, step back. I prefer Luka because of this little sidestep animation right here. You're looking at it. It gets me into position for dunk meters pretty good, and it overall just creates a lot of diagonal space, where John Wall just creates straight up space going straight back. So that's really preference if you want to use John Wall. Triple threat style doesn't really matter. I use MJ, but if you're not starter 3, you can use Kobe. Everything else here, you're not really doing anything on the left besides layup. So default swing, obviously that's the best one, and then free throw, you got like a 60 free throw. A lot of people use Curry, but I prefer Derrick Rose. I understand I'm in the minority there, but if you want to use Curry, go ahead and use Curry, obviously. Here's the jump shot. It is Troy Brown Jr., Oscar Robertson. It's an 80-20 blend T-Mac base. Obviously, that's why we went 87, because it's the best base in the game. You all know that. You're not stupid. So there's the jumper. If you think B- is a little sketch, it's not. The game's just lying to you. Like, it is not a B- immunity. It should be A minimum. If you guys use anything with a T-Mac base, you know. You hit yellows right in people's face. A lot of opens that shouldn't be opens just are. It really doesn't make any sense. It's just such a high release height. You shoot right over people, especially shorter guards and people with no perimeter. Moving on to the dunks, I'll just show you real quick. Fist pump rim pulls, back scratching rim hangs. You get, these never pop. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Don't really use this unless you do reverses a lot, but I don't really do these. So I kind of just have that there. I got the pro contacts, I got the elite contacts, obviously both very good. I have the athletic hangs off 1. This is a very good budget dunk. If you guys have a lower rated dunk build, 65, very good. I use it with my popper. Quick drops, if you're starter 3, they're kind of mid, but whatever, you get them. They're there for you, so whatever. Side clutches off 1, easily the best dunk in the game. Not even a debate. It's quick drops, but on steroids, because you can protect the ball even better. You kind of do this fling out animation to the right. You can see it's even harder to block than quick drops somehow. They found a way. You get the uber athletic tomahawks off 1. This is pretty good. You need a 90 for this. say it's a pretty good. It's like LeBron, but a little different. It's kind of, I don't know. I just kind of like that one. And you get the pro contacts off 1 as well. Pro 89 rating. Then you move to the standing dunks. You got the 2-hand under basket regular. It's pretty mid, but if you do the standing dunk cheese right, it's so cheesy. I hate standing dunks in this game. It was like this in 23 though, but once again, do not hate the player, hate the game, because the game is trash. Anyway, you get the MJ dunk right here. You get the little free throw line cheese if you're starting 3. Obviously, that's very good. Put that on. I use John Morant as well. Got some pretty good animations there. I also use Westbrook, severely nerfed from 23, but it's still pretty good. It's got a few good animations in there like that. I also use Latrell Sprewell, or Sprewell. I don't know how to say his name, I'm not gonna lie, but his dunk is pretty good though, so I'll put some respect on his name. I'll figure out his name eventually. We got T-Mac as well, pretty good dunk. It's a nice little safe dunk. I think that animation looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much why I use that, because it looks cool. I don't know if it gives any good advantage, but whatever. And then we got the LeBron James. Obviously, you're using LeBron if you have this high of a dunk. You'd be stupid not to. It's one of the best dunk animations in the game. But besides that, yeah, that's all my animations. So I'm going to cut to the gameplay now. All right, so editor text is now in the building. I originally planned to have the gameplay at the end of this video, as you guys could hear me talking about it through the video, but realistically, that's not going to happen. This video, I went very in-depth with animations and stuff, which I don't think is a bad thing. It's just, this video will drag on way too long if I don't cut it out now. So, I'm going to drop the gameplay for this build sometime later this week. Most definitely, I'm going to throw that up. I had a lot of fun recording this. Obviously, like I said, this is my first ever YouTube video. If somehow, by some small chance, not only did someone find this video, but you watched it to the end, I mess with you, bro. Let me dap you up real quick. Like, I appreciate you, bro. We're trying to get this YouTube grind going. But yeah, I'm gonna have the gameplay video up sometime later this week. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. Stay safe, be good. I'm out. Peace.